Today, we're going to be answering a big question. Is it possible to watch every single episode of the Life series? If you play Minecraft and consume content on the internet, the chances are high that you've probably seen a Life series video in your life. Third Life and its successors are a highly successful pseudo-hardcore SMP with many popular creators. The creator, known as Gran, has a bunch of his friends from Hermitcraft, Empires, and other series join him each season. These friends include, but are not limited to, Smallish Beans and LD Shadow Lady, Mumbo Jumbo, Etho, B-Dubs, Cleo, Pearlescent Moon, and more. Each season has a new twist, with the newest season, Past Life, concluding on August 29th, 2025. There are also mini-seasons, such as the April Fool's Games, as well as the special mini-series for the holidays. The main season lasts a month or two, with weekly episodes and then long periods of time in between new series. Watching Life series content, especially as a newcomer, can feel kind of daunting. Where do you start? Third Life or the latest season? Which player do you watch? I've kept up with the Life series since the very first Third Life episode, but I know there's still a lot of content I haven't seen. After doing my Is It Possible to Watch Every Hermitcraft episode, I had quite a few suggestions to do it for the Life series too. So that brings us to the question, is it possible to watch every single episode of the Life series? Now, just like with the Hermitcraft one, I'm not talking physically possible, because yes, of course, you can play every video on YouTube. But my question is this, if you began watching every single episode of the Life series, would you be able to catch up to the current season? How long would it take? My hypothesis for this video is that yes, it is possible. With the Life series having months off at a time, the amount of content fully grinds to a halt, leaving watchers ample time to catch up. But what is the number? How many hours a day would you need to dedicate to get it done? I'm also including some bonus calculations of when I think the next series will come out and how much content it will include. In this video, we're going to conquer all of this. We're going to do the math, and by we, I of course mean me. I did a lot of math for this video, so if you could drop a like and subscribe to my channel, that would be super appreciated. First, let's determine how much content we're talking about. To do this, we need to narrow down our criteria. First off, we will be primarily looking at the canon vanilla seasons. So this means Third Life, Last Life, Double Life, Limited Life, Secret Life, Wildlife, and Past Life, 7 in total. There are 3 spin-off series, including 2 one-shot series for April Fools called Real Life and Simple Life. And in December of 2025, there was a holiday special called Nice Life. I will be including these in the calculations, but separately. For an episode to count, it needs to be in a vanilla season and available to the public. Some players have extended cuts of episodes as member-only content, and these extended cuts will not be included, just the normal default episode. Now, how will I be calculating this all? I used the same format I did for my Hermitcraft video, so I created a Google Sheet and made different pages for each season. For each player, I have one column counting the number of episodes. In the second, I have the duration of each episode. Then I total the whole column, gathering a number for the total hours. It's a lot of spreadsheet stuff. For this version, I also calculated the average episode length, which we will go over later. Now, before I get to the results, write in the comments below your predictions about how much content there is and the possibility of watching it all. I personally think it will be longer than I expected, especially with players making longer and longer episodes as the season goes on. We're going to separate this out into seasons. For each season, I'll give you a couple of graphs. We'll look at the hours of content per player and the average episode length. This is the first 7 seasons of the Life series, so any future series are not counted here. Season 1 of the Life series is called Third Life and was released April 20th of 2021 and lasted until June 8th, 2021. This season had 14 players with 8 total sessions. Since this was the first version of the series, the etiquette of posting content had not been totally fleshed out. Some players chose to split certain sessions into more than one part, leading some players to have upwards of 13 episodes for an 8-session series. For the most part, this doesn't come up a ton, but it is something to consider when looking at the statistics for this season. The players with the longest perspectives are Big B, Cleo, Martin, and Ren. The players with the shortest perspectives are Joel, B-Dubs, and Jimmy. Now, as mentioned before, I will also be sharing the average episode length per episode of the series. I wanted to see if finales or intro episodes had higher averages, or if I could just see anything kind of interesting. For Third Life, episode 9 and 11 had the highest average episode lengths. Keep in mind there was only 8 sessions, so a lot of these are from people adding extra content. And episode 2 and 3 have the shortest lengths. With all episodes counted together, Third Life had a total episode time of 68 hours, 41 minutes, and 7 seconds. Across all players and episodes, the average episode duration was 34 minutes and 10 seconds. Last Life was the second season in the Life series, debuting on September 21st of 2021 and ending on November 16th, 2021. This series had 9 sessions with 17 total players. The only player to have more than 9 episodes is Zombie Cleo, who released 10 episodes. The longest perspectives for this season are Bigby, Martin, and Pearl. The players with the shortest perspectives are Lizzie, B-Dubs, Scar, and Joel. For average episode length, the first episode takes the top spot. Technically, episode 10 is also up there, but that is because it was only Cleo's point of view. The shortest average episode length was episode 7. With all the episodes totaled up, Last Life had a total time of 82 hours and 6 minutes. The average episode duration was 35 minutes and 2 seconds. Double Life was the third season of the Life series, starting on June 17th of 2022 and lasting until July 22nd of 2022. There were only 14 players this season, and the twist was soulmates, wherein each player had their health tied to another. This resulted in surprising amounts of damage happening, and the shortest season of the Life series with only 6 total sessions. The player with the longest perspective is Cleo, with Bigby, Pearl, Ren, and Scott all right behind. Joel has the shortest perspective, with B-Dub, Scar, Grian, Jimmy, and Tango not far behind. Every player has between 2 and 5 hours of content, so very consistent here. The average episode length was also very consistent, with episodes 1 and 3 having the highest amount and episodes 5 and 6 having the lowest. With all the episodes totaled up, Double Life has a total time of 47 hours, 49 minutes, and 13 seconds. The average episode duration is 36 minutes and 5 seconds. Limited Life, one of my personal favorite seasons, was the 4th series to be released on March 3rd of 2023 and ending on April 21st, 2023. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I literally have like a light bulb memory of this season. This one I'm so fond of, especially episode 4. 14 players battled it out in 8 sessions. B-Dubs did not release episodes alongside the group. Instead, he released a 12-hour mega episode. This long episode is quite the data anomaly, so I am not including it in the calculation of average episode length, since it was kind of largely uncut and would totally have messed up the average, but we'll go over that in a second. The player with the longest perspective is obviously B-Dubs, with Bigby, Cleo, Pearl, and Impulse behind. The players with the shortest perspectives are Scar and Tango. For average episode length, with B-Dubs excluded, we had the highest episodes being episode 1 and 3. The lowest length was episode 8 at just over 30 minutes. The total time for Limited Life, with all the perspectives accounted for, is 68 hours and 53 minutes. The average episode when B-Dub's episode is counted is an hour and 22 minutes, but with him excluded, it is 34 minutes and 17 seconds. Secret Life debuted on October 20th of 2023 with 17 players and lasted until December 15th, 2023. Over the course of 9 sessions, our players had secret tasks to complete. This season was the first new player added since Last Life, Gemini Tay. The players with the longest perspectives this season are B-Dubs, Bigby, Cleo, and Pearl. The shortest perspectives are Lizzie and Mumbo. For average episode lengths, the highest episodes were 5 and 7, with the lowest being the finale of episode 9. The total amount of time for Secret Life is 99 hours, 55 minutes, and 40 seconds, and the average episode duration is 41 minutes and 4 seconds. And for this one, I have watched every single hour because I did the Secret Life task recaps for these and had to watch every single episode. And oh my gosh, now that I'm looking at that time, that's kind of crazy. And to be fair, it did feel kind of crazy when I was doing it too. But you guys are still watching those videos, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. Wildlife was the 6th season released, coming out on October 19th of 2024 and ended on December 7th of 2024. This season had the largest cast of players at 18, dueling it out over 8 sessions. The players with the longest perspectives are Bigby, Ren, and Grian. The shortest perspectives are, again, Lizzie and Mumbo. For average episode length, we again have the highest episode lengths being in episode 5 and 7, and the lowest being the finale. The total amount of time for this season is 101 hours, 23 minutes, and 5 seconds. The average episode duration is 43 minutes and 24 seconds. As of filming this video, the most recent season of the Life series is Past Life, starting on July 11th of 2025 and ending on August 29th, 2025. The twist this season was focused on moving through Minecraft versions, and not to flex, but this was the season I predicted. This season had 16 players and lasted 8 sessions. During this season, Martin was releasing members-only versions of episodes, which, as I stated earlier, I'm not including. The longest perspectives were Ren, Joel, and Big B. The shortest were Tango, B-Dubs, and Cleo. Past Life's average episode lengths are much higher than the other series, with episode 2 and 4 nearing 60 minutes each and taking the top spot. Episodes 6 and 7 were the lowest, but they were still over 45 minutes each. The finale here has a surprising uptick as opposed to the other series. The total amount of time for this season is 107 hours, 16 minutes, and 36 seconds. The average episode duration is 53 minutes and 27 seconds. Now, very briefly, we will discuss the special seasons of the Life series considered non-canon episodes. For April Fools, the players came together to have a mini-series of the Life series based on the same 3 life concepts, but in like a special kind of way. Real Life was the first, releasing on April 1st, 2024. In this version, all the players played Minecraft in VR. 13 players joined, all releasing 1 episode. For April Fools 2025, Simple Life was released. 14 players played in a super flat world over the course of 1 session. And then for the holiday season of 2025, the players came together for a mini life series called Nice Life. Nice Life was released December 5th, 2025 and lasted 3 sessions. Now, for all of the time for these, Real Life had a total of 6 hours, 39 minutes. Simple Life had 8 hours, 30 minutes. And Nice Life had 28 hours, 49 minutes, totaling altogether to 43 hours. If we want to look at this by player, some players did not participate at all in these special seasons, and Tango only participated in 1. So when comparing total session time, we have Joel, Jimmy, and Big B taking the spot for most content. Tango, Impulse, and Skizz take the shortest amount. And if you kind of compare by season, Nice Life obviously has a much higher total since it was a 3-part series, but everyone is pretty consistent for the April Fools episodes. So now we come to the total amount of content, and there's a surprising amount here. So first off, let's talk the big number. If you count every single episode from every single season, how many hours of content is it? This is your last chance to get your guesses in because, drum roll, all 7 seasons of the Life series as of January 2026 is 576 hours, 4 minutes, and 51 seconds. Give or take some possible mistakes I made in calculating, but I feel pretty confident in this number. That is 24 straight days of content, not counting the special series, which adds another 43 hours. With over 800 episodes to watch, there is a lot of Life series to catch up on. Now, obviously, you cannot watch for 24 hours straight. People need to eat and sleep. To break down if it's possible, we're going to calculate this based on how much content you could watch per day. For some people, they only have an hour they could dedicate to YouTube. Some people can watch videos while doing their day job, which would be more like 8 or 9 hours. In my last video, people pointed out that on YouTube, you can watch things at 2 times speed. So we will add that in our calculation too. So here is how many days it would take to watch all of the Life series by hour per day you could watch. If you only have 1 hour a day, it will take 576 days, which is about a year and a half. 4 hours a day would be 144 days. 8 hours would be 73 days. And if you dedicate 12 hours of your day, you would be able to watch every episode in 48 days. Now, if you did double speed, you could watch every episode with only 1 hour a day in 288 days. 4 hours at double speed would be 72 days. 8 hours a day at double speed would be 36 days. And 12 hours a day at double speed would be only 24 days. This is definitely more feasible than watching every Hermitcraft episode, but it is still a sizable amount of content to take on. A big advantage here is that this series hasn't been going as long as Hermitcraft, and each season is limited by a number of episodes. Most players have in the range of 40 to 60 episodes, with Jem, Mumbo, and Lizzie being under 25 episodes. But perhaps you would like to pick specific players and watch all of their specific perspectives. How long would it take? The players with the largest amount of content are Big B, B-Dubs, and Martin. Big B takes the prize for the most content with 10 hours more than second place, totaling 53 hours of content. LD Shadow Lady, Mumbo, and Gem have the least amount of content, which makes sense since they haven't been in as many series. Each of them are at 20 hours or under. Most other players are pretty consistent, falling in that 30 to 40 hour range. Honestly, looking at it like this makes it seem much more doable. Just dedicate a week or so to each perspective and you've got this. Now, in the Hermitcraft video, I calculated for future episodes. With the Life series, there are long stretches of time in between seasons. It didn't seem right to calculate future series since we never even have a guarantee of when more will come out. So instead, I decided to calculate the ultimate averages, the average time in between series, the average episode counts, and lengths. This will give us a good look at when we can predict the next series to show up and what it might look like. With 7 datasets, we have a pretty good understanding of how Grian runs the series and how it plays out. I'm not adding in the special seasons to this time in between seasons graph. Each point is measured by the time to get from the end of one season to the start of the next. The longest time in between was Secret Life to Wildlife, which was over 300 days. The shortest was between Third Life and Last Life, which was under 100. Our average period of time in between seasons is 203 days, or a little over 6.5 months. The average episode count is 8, with the lowest episode count being 6 and the highest being 9. The average episode length is 39 minutes and 54 seconds. I wanted to show you how this average has really been influenced by the past 3 seasons, and we will probably have a higher average than that in the future seasons. When you put all of the averages next to each other, Past Life has a 16-minute longer average episode length than the first 4 seasons. With these numbers, I'm predicting that the next season will come out around March 21st, 2026, with 8 episodes that last on average 40 minutes and an average player count of 15.7, which for our sake of the calculation we'll call 16, meaning there will likely be another 5,120 minutes of content with the next season, or another 85 hours or 3.5 days. We'll also likely get another April Fool's episode this year, which will have about 7.5 hours for total amount of content. Now, I'm aware that Grian has said the series is on a hiatus again, perhaps even a longer hiatus. I still would put money on that we will get a Life series in 2026 or at the latest early 2027. I personally can say as a fan how much I enjoy this series, and I know that the creators love the interaction there is with the community when these series are coming out. I think the community has been kind of crazy lately, which might be influencing this, and I know Grian really wants to make sure his ideas are very unique. So who's to say, but I don't think we're done. But you let me know in the comments what you think, because a lot of people have been going back and forth on this. So that is all the stats for if you can watch every Life series. I would say the answer is yes, you could definitely watch it all, and possibly you can watch it all before the next season comes out. If you're considering spending hundreds of hours of your life watching content, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video for more Minecraft content. Bye-bye!